let's go ahead and get started. So join me on the ground, and with your Russian twist, you can lean back, you can have your feet up, do what is comfortable for you, and then we're twisting. We got 50 seconds here. Maybe you're gonna push yourself, lift those legs a little bit. Make sure you're breathing, sitting back. I want you to pretend like you are holding like a medicine ball or a weight here. Going back and forth, really deepening that twist. Breathing. All right, next one, we're gonna lay down and do dead bugs. We've done this one before, but you're gonna lay on your back, have your legs up at a 90-degree angle, hands up, and chin just slightly lifted. We're gonna go by alternating sides of extending and up. So go ahead and join me. I want this one to be nice and slow. Russian twists tend to be faster. Make sure you're breathing here. If you need to, you can lay down, lay that neck down. Just different ways to make this more difficult for you. Really reach and pull. Exhaling on that contraction. And done. All right. Our next move is going to be a plank with an alternating knee tap. So with planks, you can go on your forearm or you could do a high plank. That is up to you. But join me in plank position, standard position, and all you're going to do is alternate tapping your knee down. All right. Go ahead and join me for 50 seconds here. I want a nice straight back like always. You don't need to be looking down at your knees. So look a little bit in front of you so you have a nice neutral spine. And slowly tap down. You should be feeling this one. I also, of course, don't want you slamming your knee down. There's no need to do that. Make it a nice slow tap. Got about 15 seconds here. Really engaging that core. Take breaks when you need them. 5 seconds. Woo. All right. Push back if you need to. Our next one, we're pivoting onto our glutes once more for a butterfly crunch. So think of butterfly stretch where your feet are touching together. Then you're gonna lay down and just crunch up. Nice and simple. Go ahead and join me. You're engaging that core. I don't want you pulling on your neck like that. That's gonna cause your back to hurt. Really try and lift up. Also, make sure you're contracting your abs such that your lower back is always touching the ground. It's a little bit easier to do in this particular move based on our leg positioning, but we always, when we're on our back on the ground, in order to not have low back pain, you want to engage your core and always have that low back touching. A little bit longer here. One more for good measure. Woo! And lift up. Good job. Our next one, we are going to be in a similar position, but we're going to do windshield wipers. You can do modified windshield wipers by just keeping your legs bent and stuck together, or you can do nice big ones with legs extended. So I'll quickly show you. You lay back, have your arms out, rotate down and up. Go ahead and join me here. do what you can do, but I always want your shoulders to be touching the ground. That's going to engage your core a little more. So you might notice that if you go to touch your leg all the way to the ground, your opposite shoulder pops up. That means you just don't have the range of motion. I certainly don't. So go right where you feel that contraction the most and snap back to the center. You can extend your legs if you'd like, or keep them bent. This is going to be working your obliques. It's not a flexibility move, so you don't need to prove anything here. You're still going to get the workout if you're not touching all the way down. One more, and done. Okay, our next one, we're going to be laying on the ground again for scissors. Scissors are a lot like flutter kicks, but I just want them to be nice, big movements with your legs. If you need to modify due to tightness in hips, just keep those legs bent. So go ahead and join me. Flat back, engage that core. Here we go, 50 seconds. You might find it easier to put your hands underneath your glutes. You can certainly do that. That helps engage that core a little more. And have that lower back always touching the ground. For a modification, just bend. Or switch into flutter kicks. This is your workout. Almost done here. Keep breathing. And down. Okay. Our next move, still on the ground, is going to be a standard bicycle crunch. However, when you're kicking out, I really want you to pretend like you are kicking a very heavy weight. You are pushing a weight with your heel. That's going to engage your core even more. So join me on the ground. All the same rules apply. Engage that core. Have your lower back always touching. So join me now. And we're just alternating sides. Push that heel, flex those feet. Should be feeling that difference if you're really pushing the energy in. This is one where people tend to reef on their neck and really pull. Try not to do that. Just place your fingertips. Take breaks when you need to today. And make sure you're breathing. Almost done here. Woo! Keep going. Woo, and done. With that one, we're not done completely, of course not. So we're gonna go on all fours for our next move, which is a bird dog. There are different ways to do a bird dog, so do which one feels comfortable for you today. I'm gonna show you both. So you're in tabletop position. You're gonna take your right hand and your left leg, extend and come back down, and then switch sides. However, you can also crunch in, extend, and go down. Do what feels best for you. Join me now. If you are doing that crunch, I want you to exhale on that crunch. It's going to engage your core a little more. Want a nice flat back like always. And really reaching and kicking here. It changes the move entirely, and that's so critical when you are doing body weight movements. Got about another 10 seconds. All right. And our last move for the day is going to be a plank. You can do this in high plank. You can do this in high plank on your knees. You can do this a forearm plank, but we're holding for 50 seconds. Switch between them if you need to. If you're on your feet, remember it's easier if you keep a nice wide base. So, join me now. This is our finisher. Flat back, engage your core. Keep your eyeballs just a couple of inches in front of your hands if you're on your forearms, and just a little bit further out if you're not. Really squeeze your core. We're halfway done. Woo! You might be shaking. You might be swearing at me. I get it. It's good for you. Keep pushing yourself. Almost done. And release. Go ahead and push back into a child's pose for a second. Feel that stretch. And then push forward, lay down and do a upward facing dog. Stretch out those abs. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel the work that you just did. Stretch more if you need it. If you're looking for an extra push today, do this whole thing again. So, thank you for being here. I hope you both have a great weekend and are able to get outside. I think we're going to finally get some sunshine and good weather. So be safe as always and stay sane.